Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news bond market signals aren't getting any better, even if a set of data out today isn't so gloomy. In the US, their advanced retail sales report for July was good, with them advancing 3.4% above the same month in 2018. This was similar to the prior month gain, and given that American inflation is 1.8%, that represents a small but positive real increase. Petrol prices produced no distortions this month. But US industrial production data wasn't so positive, declining from June and up only 0.5% in the full year from July 2018. Only mining, that is oil production, kept it positive. Factory production was down 0.5% from the same month a year ago. Analysts were surprised by this drop. Still, two regional factory surveys out overnight, one in the New York area and one in the Pennsylvania area, were both quite positive, each with modest gains. In Canada, home sales there rose for the fifth month in a row, recovering 12% from a weak month a year ago. And there was a positive July payrolls report in Canada too, from the unofficial ADP survey. Overnight, European markets held their lower levels and moved somewhat higher. The exception was London, which dropped a further 1.1%. They followed Asia, where end-of-session gains were recorded in Shanghai and Hong Kong, but Tokyo fell rather sharply at down 1.2%. Wall Street has opened somewhat confused today about where to go and with little net change so far. But US Treasury 30-year yields have fallen below 2% for the first time ever as bond markets continue their slide. US Treasury 10-year rates are at 1.52 and also a 3-year low. Around the world, the number of central banks responding to the glowing gloom is now up to 30 of them cutting rates in 2019, and only one of these cutters has a rate lower than New Zealand's 1%. That is Sweden, which has a negative 0.25% rate. All the others have much more rate-cutting ammunition left. China home prices are rising at about a 7% annual rate, and the steam seems to be still building for these gains. In June, 63 of 70 large cities recorded an increase. In July, it was 67 of 70. US Treasury 10-year yield has fallen consistently overnight, down 5 basis points to be at just under 1.53%. Their 2-10 curve is just on 3 basis points, while their negative 1.5 curve is wider at 31 basis points. The widely watched 3-month 10-year curve has ballooned out to a negative 49 basis points in a sharp shift. Gold is up $9 today to $1,523 an ounce. US oil prices have dropped again today, down by more than $1, and now just on $54 a barrel and falling. The Brent benchmark is at $58 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is not a lot changed today, but if anything is firmer, at 64.5 US cents. On the cross rates were softish at 95.1 Aussie cents, and against the euro we're up to 58 euro cents. That puts the trade weighted index little changed at 69.8. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.